Good morning again. Welcome back to my channel. I am a little bit behind on my Christmas prep-along, so I thought that I'd get going and try to catch up on some little kitchen products for the holidays, just to get me over the hump. You never know what's going to happen. You're going to come down with the flu. I'm going to not feel well. We're going to get a storm. Who knows what can happen? So the way I like to be prepped is I like to be prepped for everything, not just a natural disaster or a civil disaster or something like that. So today I'm going to be putting together just the cake pot to a trifle that I am making. Now usually I do chocolate, but there's going to be a lot of chocolate at the holidays. So I want to do something a little different. I'm doing a yellow cake mix, but I'm not using whole eggs. I'm going to be using egg whites, so it'll probably come out like a white cake. And I do have a white cake mix, but I just want to do something different. So I am going to follow the directions on this box. I did pre-light my oven. I got my pan sprayed. So I'm going to be using up some staples, and this is why I'm doing this. I wanted to use up my egg whites. So it's saying here if I want, 3 tablespoons. So a third of a cup is 2 large eggs. So I'm going to be doing this plus a half of a third, which is a sixth. Okay, so I'm going to be putting in my egg whites. So that's enough for like 2 large eggs. I'll do it again for one more. Okay. And this is just a great way to try to use up what I already have. Now, the mix is calling for a half a cup of oil, so that I will use. I don't use a lot of oil in cooking, but I don't have any available applesauce, so I'm going to put the oil in there. And then it calls for water, but I'm not using water. A cup of water. I'm going to use a cup of milk, my shelf-stable milk. I'm going to use my half cup measuring cup, so I'll use it twice. And I do want to add a little extra flavor to it, so I'm just going to use plain old vanilla flavoring. Now, believe it or not, I really don't care if this cake breaks because I crumble it in my trifle when I make it. So I was thinking of doing vanilla pudding with this and whipped cream and maybe some fresh blueberries instead of doing chocolate, you know? So I think that will be nice. Just something a little fruity and a little bit different. But I am going to start my electric mixer in a second, so you're going to have to bear with me. But these little things help, you know, it helps you. One less thing I have to do, you know. All I have to do, now this is going to go in the freezer, so all I have to do is take it out and then put the trifle together. Like, that's not that difficult to do. Okay. So now I'm going to plug in my old-fashioned here, my electric mixer. And like I said, I'm so glad that I was able to use up some more of the milk and the egg whites. And I might just continue to do a few more cake mixes like this and just throw it in the freezer. We'll see. I'm going to turn this on. There's so much you can do with a basic cake mix. real good. Excellent. Okay. Sorry for all that noise. Hey, you gotta get the full experience of baking, right? Baking the cake. So I'm just gonna take this and pour it in my pan and throw it in the oven. And this is gonna make a nice big size, full size trifle. So I used to put layers of the cake, and then a neighbor of mine came to a 4th of July party I had, and she brought a trifle, and hers tasted so much lighter and just tasted better than mine. And I'm saying, what did you do, you know? She said she doesn't put the cake layers, she layers crumbs of the cake. Okay, so in she goes. And when that's done, I will have one more item prepped for my Christmas prep-along. I am going to go load my dishwasher and find out what else I can make. But I just wanted to take you along with me. This is a fun series that I'm doing. It's helping me, and hopefully it's encouraging you to get going. Don't save everything for the last minute. Be prepared. Okay, guys, if you like this video, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit subscribe. I'll catch you on my next video.